Hello, it's Miriam from Blind Forest Tarot here at Blind Forest Books in Sackville, New Brunswick, and I am so excited to be doing this video on Uranus's retrograde in Taurus, which starts August 24th and goes until January 22nd. So for the past 24 hours or so, my intuition has been buzzing constantly, and I'm sure it has to do with whatever this transit is going to bear in. So Uranus is the planet of sudden, shocking change, and it's very uncomfortable in Taurus, which is the sign of stability and very much like embracing the comfort zone. But when Uranus goes retrograde, that means that the shocking changes we've been experiencing soften a bit, and it allows us to relax into the changes that we're finally ready to be making. So let's get right into the cards. The cut cards for this reading start with possibility, with this woman dreaming up like rainbows and shooting stars. So actually, this transit is going to be a time where we will be witnessing some very miraculous dream come true type changes. Our next card is Liuhan, individuality. So this will be a time of you coming into your own, seeing your goals really start to flourish, and you settling into who you truly understand yourself to be as a person. Next, we have being at school. So this will be like the school of life come knocking, asking you to integrate what you've been creating with this beautiful sacral chakra orange wall behind. And finally, dancing lime, justice. So we'll be seeing a lot of the changes that really need to happen to like balance the world happening on the grand scale. Not to mention this transit really assisting you in making the decisions that need to be made in order for you to choose the right direction for everything I was just talking about. And so our shadow cards for this reading start with self-worth. And I actually just shared the back of this card in my stories because I thought it was such a Taurus vibe. The keywords on the back are, why settle for crumbs when you deserve a whole meal? So this will be an amazing time, again, for claiming your worth through realizing your own inner strength, because we have Aina, the fairy goddess, the fairy queen, and she's a protection goddess. I love our little rabbit here. So this will be a very fertile time for figuring out how you're going to be spreading your wings, again, through your natural, actual strengths. I'm getting a huge vibe of people really accelerating into entrepreneurship under this transit. And that's going to be necessary because our next shadow card is car out of control or speeding. And I feel like that's a metaphor for like society at large. I've been saying how make sure you're grounded in your passion, because that's going to be your raft that allows you to crest the waves like beyond the bigger ship that's going to be getting tossed around like crazy. And so you're realizing you don't have to be in that car. You're ready to tuck and roll into your own thing and see very fertile possibilities abound as a result. And our final shadow card is the Two of Poisons, castor bean. Castor bean is where the poison ricin comes from. It makes me think of the ricin cigarette from Breaking Bad. But it's also what castor oil is made of. So in line with that car out of control or speeding, this transit is really going to be about you realizing balance through really purging out the like SHIT in your life so that you can gain the clarity you need to claim your worth and to claim your true strength. Amazing. So our main cards start with elevate. And there's that keyword self-worth again. Was that actually on the cake? Oh, self-love. But the keyword was self-worth. Whoa! So much realizing who you are and how much you are worthy of taking your life to the next level by your own hand. And our main oracle from Legendary Ladies is Durga. Boundaries. Whoa, she's the Hindu goddess of like war and protection. So you're ready to fight for the patterns that are going to allow you to literally like sprout arms and take action to set those boundaries that literally protect your progress. How cool. We have 2 protection goddesses in this reading so far. Amazing. And so our next main oracle card is family. So you're going to realize literally what supports you, and it's not the big ship, it's your people. So this will be a huge time for soul families connecting to support each other in their individual things. So like communities flourishing, farmers markets, small businesses, yes. And so what will be the main theme of this Uranus retrograde transit? And we start with the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Spices, clove. Clove is also a protection herb. So it will be really important to remember that you are protected by the universe. Even when it appears that things are crumbling and falling apart, realize that it's falling apart so that so much more can come together. You're exactly where you need to be in the process. Hold that bigger vision, because this transit is really going to help that come through like never before. And so what will be the main challenge of this transit? We had 2 cards come out, and it starts with Magic Mushroom, the 3 of mushrooms. So yeah, keep nurturing your progress even when things feel like very confusing, like a huge like illusion. Magic mushrooms cause like psychedelic like tripping. Like you actually like see things that aren't there when you're on magic mushrooms. So there will be a lot trying to distract you. And the main challenge will be temperance. Literally staying spiritually centered, staying spiritually balanced. That's kind of what I was talking about like trusting in the universe, maybe literally leaning in to spiritual practice and to your art and your creativity as the way you're going to make it through. This is also Sagittarius energy. So literally focus on freeing yourself from what is so clearly going off the rails. And knowing that jumping ship is not going to lead to you drowning. It's going to lead to you getting even stronger in the ways that you have already learned to swim. Amazing. And so how will this transit help you relax into the major changes that are underway? Because we will be seeing changes over these months that this retrograde takes place. And it's the 9 of medicines, plantain. So this will be such a healing time. Plantain, if you crush it up, you can put it on bug bites to make it not itch anymore. So you're going to be learning much more natural, much healthier ways to like soothe those itches. You won't be turning to your addictive patterns. That will be the challenge. And yeah, this is like the queen of plants. So it's like, that's what, like, it's not a queen card, but you know, that's what she's called. Plantain. You'll be learning how to flourish through, again, realizing your own self-worth. This transit will be so powerful in like straightening your crown and helping you realize your own legitimate sovereignty in life. I like that I'm clapping so much during this reading. So what's our best advice moving forward through this Uranus retrograde and Taurus transit? And it's the 8 of herbs, peppermint. So your best advice is do whatever you can to keep your cool and to trust in your own expansion. Peppermint is an abundance herb because it grows so quickly. So this transit will actually be so refreshing. It's really going to help clear the air with all the incredible tensions that we're seeing happen both on the world stage and in our own lives, like as above, so below. But believe in the clarity you'll be able to find and the abundance that will result through you leaning into your own thing that you're ready to really kick it up a huge notch with. And so our higher self cards, our message of hope moving forward through the Uranus retrograde and Taurus transit. Pamper. So remember to take lots and lots of time for self-care. It says self-care is a necessity, not a luxury. So turn towards healthy modes of staying spiritually centered and aligned with yourself with a capital S. Our next higher self card is Parvati, Spirit. That's so amazing that we had Temperance, which I see as one of my yoga cards, because Parvati is apparently the first female to ever do yoga. She's a goddess of devotion. So your devotion to your own self and to literally doing what elevates your own spirit is going to get you everywhere, is going to allow you to safely jump out of the car speeding out of control and land yourself in the delicious freaking bubble bath of life. Yes. And so our next higher self card is money. So again, huge emphasis on believing in whatever entrepreneurial pursuit that I've been telling you to establish as your side thing. This transit is really going to help that get much closer to being your entire thing, and you realize so much actual success as a result of the support you have and will continue to gain through making that be your central pursuit in life, your way out of the speeding car and onto your beautiful raft. And so our final higher self card, our final message of hope moving forward, is the Six of Crops, the Six of Pentacles, breadfruit. So yes, no more crumbs, the whole loaf, the whole meal. Be open to receive. The Six of Pentacles is the energy of the moon in Taurus, where the moon is exalted. So actually, this transit wants you to realize exactly what total emotional groundedness, total emotional stability that leads to such profound receptivity to abundance created by your own hand. I'm getting a little bit emotional because this is a really cool reading. Yeah, hello Uranus and Taurus. We're so glad you're here. So if you're interested in learning more about what this transit means for you, where you're at energetically with elevating and stepping into your life purpose, I am available for readings. Check out my Etsy shop, which I'll be linking below. All my readings focus on uplifting you, elevating you, empowering you, and guiding you towards stepping into your purpose like never before. So also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'll be posting the photos and the recap of this in both places. And yeah, until next time, keep your hearts open, keep your eyes on the skies, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.